The utterances of divine names. Many older polytheistic religions believe that by saying the name of a god it could be controlled, though this is not true of all polytheistic religions. Do you see anyone controlling Zeus? This is especially true in folk religions, for instance, Taoism. A Taoist priest is said to have the power to control spirits and deities by knowing the exact details of the being. Not just its name, but also its clothing, its mannerisms, its smell, and even its personality. All had to be performed perfectly in order to properly control the being. These are the ancient examples of the use of performative utterances, or statements that do things or cause something to happen merely through being uttered. The novelty we find in monotheism is that God cannot be controlled because the truth of his name is beyond humans' puny minds. This is clear in Judaism's the Tanakh. In Genesis 32:30, Jacob and a divine being wrestled all night long, naked, with Jacob ending up on top by the end of the night, all hot and sweaty, if you know what I mean. Let's just say he got some divine libations all over him. God said to Jacob,
"Your name shall no longer be Jacob but Israel, for you have striven with beings divine and human, and hath prevailed."
Jacob asked, "Pray tell me your name." But he said,
"You must not ask my name."
And he took leave of him there. A rough etymology of the word Israel is God rules. We can also look at Exodus 3:13 through 15. Moses does not know God's name because he was raised by Egyptians. Moses said to God, "When I come to the Israelites and say to them, 'The God of your fathers has sent me to you,' and they ask me, 'What is his name?' what shall I say to them?" And God said to Moses,
"Eya Esher Eya,"
which means,
"I am who I am," or "I will be what I will be,"
i.e. his nature will become evident through his actions. He continued,
"Thus shall you say to the Israelites, 'Eya, I am, sent me to you.'"
And God said further to Moses,
"Thus shall you speak to the Israelites, 'Yahweh, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has sent me to you. This shall be my name forever, this my appellation for all eternity."
The root of the Hebrew word Yahweh means to be, and God proves he is who he is through his actions. In the case of Jacob in Genesis, his long, hard wrestling with Jacob all night long. In the case of Exodus, a shit ton of plagues on the Egyptians. And his actions precede any naming of him by puny mortals. At the same time, this is not some ultimate being that is absent or far away. God is always immanent, always with you. He's there with you when you're sleeping. He's there when you're awake. And he's definitely there when you spill your seed while choking yourself and looking at feet. The only thing you know by saying God, Yahweh, Allah, etc. is that God is always immanent. Yet for monotheism, this is true regardless of any utterance. A person's utterance of this is merely remembering his immanence. Thank you for watching this episode of Strange Logic. Like, subscribe, hit bells, send nudes, leave comments, stalk me on Instagram, or however else your precious attention self-identifies. I'll see you the next time you make a wrong turn. Bye.